Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's interview. Today, I am sitting down with Steve Carnes from First Pacific Funding. Steve, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, thanks.
Awesome.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. Like I was telling you, I feel like you're a pretty fun follow on Twitter. So I'm sure some of our listeners been following you on Twitter. Probably seen your your company on Jeremy Clement's ride a couple of times this year.
Yeah, we've really enjoyed the partnership. We're on year two. Yes, last year was kind of getting just putting our feet in the water, seeing how we liked it, seeing the opportunities. But as we've gotten into year two, we've tried to expand a little more and really excited about what the future holds.
Awesome. So, like I said, I'm sure some of the people have seen the, sponsor First Pacific Funding on Jeremy's car. But can you tell us a little bit about what is your company and what do y'all do?
Sure. First Pacific Funding, we're a West Coast lender. We have several satellite offices around the country. But our specialty is we just provide commercial equipment financing. So, a lot of the times you'll have your mom and pop, locations, whether it's truck sales or different types of machinery sales, and they don't have their own in-house financing. That's where we come into the picture. We work with the customers who, are interested in that particular dealer's equipment, and we provide the financing. We set up the payment terms for that equipment, and just handle that side of their operation. So, work with at least 250 dealers around the country, and that's what we do. We provide the financing side of their business.
Awesome. So, as a company, there are thousands of ways to advertise your business. You got TV, you got radio, you got print, all of that stuff. Why did you decide to spend your marketing dollars with a race team?
Well, I think it all started by just simply being a NASCAR fan for 44 years. I'm 51 now. Started when I was 7, uh, and have just been watching the sport evolve. And so it was really kind of an easy decision for us in that, that's kind of just a biased decision.
Mm-hmm.
We enjoy the sport. A lot of our company employees enjoy the sport. Um, and it was just that time last year that we decided to take the jump. And um, and just we kind of hit it off right off the bat with Jeremy Clemens. We decided to do a couple race deal, and it was such a success that we just didn't throw in the towel on it, just doing a 1 year deal. We're on year two, and we've got a long future with them. Just enjoy the family aspect, that side of their company. They represent everything that our company um, loves. You know, just working with families daily, providing financing, and then in turn we've got a company that has 4 to 5 full-time employees, and it was just a good fit. Um, if it wasn't as good of an experience as we had last year, we may have kind of reevaluated things, but
Mm-hmm.
because of the fact that it was such a success, especially in the hard times. Our races last year were right in the middle of COVID, and it could have been a very difficult thing, but Jeremy and all of his family and supporters there just made it a really enjoyable process. So that's like I said, that's how we decided to make the jump, and here we are. We're very happy with how everything is going.
So, what led exactly to the partnering with Jeremy? Was it them reaching out to your company? Were you a fan of his? How did that kind of first start off?
Well, it actually started because I put a couple posts out there last year. Or I guess it was maybe December. Um, I was giving away a few sets of tickets, I believe, on Twitter to just people that might have had a rough time in 20, and I just wanted to put a smile on a few people's faces. And then Jeremy had stepped in with offering some hot passes
Mm-hmm.
for the Xfinity series. So we just, um, him and I hit it off right off the bat because we kind of just partnered up together on giving away a few sets of tickets, and then, you know, I guess kind of the rest is history. I just talked about doing a couple races, and we kind of agreed on the numbers, and yeah, and then we did Kentucky races, which had a back-to-back double header.
Yeah.
And so that's where it started, and that's how it started. And he's very accessible. He's basically just like a race fan, just another one of us who just happens to drive, cars for a living. So it's not, you didn't have to go through certain, levels of people to get to him. I just sent him a couple direct messages, and then we started just talking. And it was just a lot of fun.
Yeah, I feel like as a race fan, it's drivers like Jeremy that are great ambassadors for companies because they come across, so genuine, and even people I've talked to in the sport talk about how even behind the scenes, like you said, Jeremy is one of the nicest guys you meet. I know as a fan, a lot of times those are the people that I want to, I want to support with my money or whatever because of you feel like you know what you're getting with them.
Yeah, I've been, being in the sport for 40 plus years, I've met probably just about every driver out there. And the majority of them are accessible, but then you've got a few of them that are just, I don't know, they're above most people. Yeah, but Jeremy, I mean, I've cracked enough beers with him and just had a lot of just conversation, interaction with him that just, his level of where he is doesn't affect his personality. He'll sit and talk to you for hours, as opposed to some drivers who just they'll give you a minute of their time, or they won't even stop walking. They'll just continue to, if you want to conversate with them, you've got to keep walking with them. So yeah, he's on a different level than most, and for that, I think that's why we're in the position we are. If there was a personality difference, we probably wouldn't be even having these conversations. But because of who he is, it's just it's really helped this company relationship evolve.
Awesome. So, pre-COVID, back in the day, if you will,
Yeah,
year,
yeah.
as a sponsor, you would have all these hospitalities. You might have a suite, you might have the pre-race meeting and all that kind of stuff or whatever, hot passes, whatever. But with all the COVID protocols now, how have sponsor hospitalities changed? Like for you, what does that look like for you and Jeremy, or if you were someone that used to bring clients to the racetrack? Is there anything that you and Jeremy have worked out to kind of take the place since you can't necessarily get a hot pass or whatever?
Yeah, that's a great question. So pre-COVID, you could essentially make a race day experience out of it, like you would tailgating for a football game. You could have, driver, instead of Jeremy, you could have him come over, and just have a, meet and greet or whatever you want to do. And do a tour of the garage and things of that nature. Well, that, last year all went out the window. So essentially all you had for your dollar was, unfortunately, really was just the wrap on the car.
Yeah.
That's it. So, that's really all you're getting. So you've got to evaluate how you want to do things, knowing that that's the only thing you're going to get from it, and you're just counting on the networks to kind of give you a little bit of coverage back, 10th place on.
Yeah.
We got lucky last year because we did the double header and they inverted the field after the first night. So the 16th driver got first, 15th got second, and so on. So we got fortunate there because we finished 12th. So we started 4th the second night, and we're leading like 2 laps in. So we had 11 laps of being in first. So we basically called that a success just because we got that, 10 minutes of coverage, like lap after lap after lap. So, but it's been a challenge. And as in year 2, the races that we've done so far, we've had the Vegas Vegas race, we were able to have probably 12 people.
Mm-hmm.
We had a suite for them, and that worked out. So we, as this COVID has kind of gone, beginning to go away, they are at least loosening up things to where we can have clients in suites. So we are at least to get a little bit of a return on the investment rather than just simply a wrap. And this will continue to go. I think that, as the tracks continue to loosen up, the passes will eventually come back.
Mm-hmm.
When we don't know. But yeah, we're at least able to get a little bit more than just a wrap now. So we are able to, with the races, we are able to get some access to suites and hospitality and things of that nature. So it's getting better.
Awesome. So for the listeners at home, if they want to learn more about you or your company, where can they find you online?
Well, obviously, firstpacificfunding.com is our company address.
Mm-hmm.
And then on Twitter, I'm at RaceChaser1, ONE. So yeah, I mean, that's really where they can find, our company and what we're doing. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Steve, I really appreciate you joining us, and I really appreciate what you're doing to help one of the smaller teams in the sport. I think Jeremy is a fan favorite, and thanks to companies like yourself, you help keep him in the sport. So we really appreciate it.
Absolutely, I appreciate you having me, and I appreciate all the fans out there supporting our team in whatever way they do. I'm just trying to bring a little bit more excitement to the Xfinity Series, Jeremy, and it's been a lot of fun. I look forward to the future.